Let's forget about the new features for a minute and let me tell you that I'm really impressed by the performance, the battery life, and the camera quality after installing Marsha update on my Pixel 9 Pro XL. So let me show you what I have. I will start with the battery life, which impressed me the most, and this is the first time ever on a Pixel phone to get 9 hours of screen on time and still have 9% battery remaining. That's on par with a phone like the OnePlus 13 that gave me 8 hours and 52 minutes of screen on time with 10% battery remaining, bearing in mind that this phone has a 6000 mAh silicon carbon battery, while this one has only 5000 mAh battery. So let me show you exactly what happened. I unplugged the phone at 12:38 p.m. as shown here in the graph, and I use my phones exactly the same way. It's a mix between Wi-Fi and cellular data. My phone is always on light theme except when the battery saver mode kicks in and activates the dark theme at 20%, and I use pretty much the same apps. So let me show you what I have here. When you take a look at the apps, you will see that I used YouTube for 2 hours and 42 minutes, the camera for 16 minutes, WhatsApp Business for 30 minutes, Chrome for 1 hour and 6 minutes, YouTube Studio 27 minutes, Google Photos 11 minutes, Instagram 18 minutes, and then I have the Google app for 25 minutes, Gmail 14 minutes, Facebook 7 minutes, and so on and so forth. So my usage is not a light usage by any means. And it doesn't only stop here, but I kept the phone off the charger with the same 9% battery and slept at 6:37 a.m. And then I woke up at 11:32 a.m. with 3% battery, which means I lost 6% in 5 hours of standby time. When you do the math, you will find that I unplugged the phone the first time at 11:38 p.m. on Wednesday, and the last screenshot was taken on Thursday at 11:32 a.m., which is a total of 23 hours of the charger, and 9 out of which are pure screen on time. When I look at my first review for the Pixel 9 Pro XL, I was able to get 7 hours and 45 minutes of screen on time with a total of 20 hours of the charger and still have 5% battery remaining. While now I was able to get 1 hour and 15 minutes extra of screen on time and 3 hours more of the charger and still have 3% battery remaining, which is a big improvement in my opinion. And for reference, let me show you my battery usage right now. I used the phone for 2 hours and 24 minutes and only lost 13%. And here are the apps I used. I didn't use cellular data yet, but this is still a very good rate because when you do the math, when you divide 13 by 2.36, which is 2 hours and 24 minutes, you will find that the rate is 5.5% per hour, which is a very good number. So that's it when it comes to the battery, and please let me know in the comments if you did experience the same after installing Marsha update and what's your Pixel model. Before jumping to the next improvement, let me tell you that a new version of the Wallpapers by In-Depth Tech Reviews app is just around the corner and it will be published on Google Play Store very soon, and I did address most of the suggestions I received from you. And the first one is the addition of the saturation slider, so you can make the colors pop or you can mute the wallpaper completely like this. The second change, when you go to the account page, you will find a new toggle over here called Fit Wallpaper to Center. So for example, previously when you set a wallpaper like this, as you see it's off center, but now after activating the switch and then go back again to the same exact wallpaper and set it, it will be perfectly centered on the screen. So let me show you how it looks now. As you see, you can center the wallpaper like this. The third improvement is related to the app usability. On the right, I have the newer version. Previously, when you filter the wallpapers by category like this and then go back, it quits the app. But currently, when you go back, it just removes the filter. Plus you have this new X on the left that will allow you to do the same. Not to mention that I added a better search functionality that will allow you to search the wallpapers by color, by the scene, by describing the subject or whatever comes to your mind, and you will find the wallpaper you are looking for much faster. And also some people complained about the app splash screen that doesn't reflect the device theme, but currently if your phone is in dark theme and then you open the app, it will adjust accordingly. The second big improvement in this update is related to the camera. On the 24th of October 2024, I published a whole video talking about my negative experience with the Pixel 9 Pro XL camera after installing GCam version 9.6. And after a few days, someone from Google contacted me by email requesting the photos and videos I showed you in this video to address these issues in future software updates. And here you go, in March 2025, I can confidently say that the Pixel 9 Pro XL camera delivers exactly the quality I'm looking for. And if you didn't watch this video, you will find its link in the description, but let me show you what improved. Most of the complaints I had were related to night photos using the telephoto lens. In this snippet from my previous video, I showed you how noisy is the photo of Burj Khalifa at night at 7x zoom. After March update, I visited the same place and snapped the same shot. And by the way, I'm still using GCam version 9.7 and didn't receive 9.8 yet. And you can see the full version on the screen. But look at how cleaner is March photo in comparison. Forget about the difference in colors, as there is a 3 months difference between the two photos and things might have changed. But the quality is certainly much better. Here's another example showing the same thing. After March update, the photos are a lot cleaner with better details. Back to the previous video, back then I noticed that the 8 Pro 20x Plus photos had much better quality as shown here, but I tested the same scenario again with the 8 Pro running Feb update and the 9 Pro XL on March update. And as you see, the 9 Pro XL took the lead this time. It has less noise, better details with no over sharpening like before, and the colors are more accurate. I even compared it against the S25 Ultra and the 16 Pro Max at 30x zoom on the Android phones and the 25x on the iPhone. And it did the best in my opinion in terms of details, colors, and noise. So that's it when it comes to the camera, and I'm planning to test the rest of the lenses to see if things also improved. So stay tuned for my upcoming videos and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to get notified when it happens. Now let's talk about the third and last improvement, which is the performance and animations. I don't have any numbers to prove my point, but all I can say is the device is more responsive and it runs cooler, especially while making video calls or playing games. But when it comes to the animations, they are certainly better, especially in opening and closing apps and also scrolling. But this time I thought of comparing it to the S25 Ultra running Feb update on One UI 7 because this is one of the best phones when it comes to animations. And I recorded some videos at 120 frames per second, slowed down to 25% to show you which one is smoother. So let's take a look. Starting with the opening and the closing animation, the opening animation is very smooth on both and they look almost identical. But when it comes to closing the app, I think the S25 Ultra is a tad better, as the 9 Pro XL stutters just a tiny bit when you first touch the home bar at the bottom. But you won't notice this in real life. You have to slow the video down to see it. Moving to the scrolling, I tried two apps starting with Facebook. I think the 9 Pro XL wins this one because it responded faster to my finger, plus it feels smoother when the animation slows down, while the S25 Ultra stutters a bit at the end. Moving to Instagram, I found it a bit hard to declare a winner. Both look almost the same, but maybe the only difference I see is the S25 Ultra takes longer time to stop the scrolling, while the Pixel 9 Pro XL stops faster. But as you see here, it's almost the same. So these are all the improvements I wanted to show you after using March update on the Pixel 9 Pro XL, which made the experience miles ahead in pretty much everything. But I'm curious to know your experience with March update, so let's have a chat in the comments below. And the only thing remaining here is the Pixel drop features that I didn't get any of them just yet, so expect a follow-up video to show you how they work in real life. But for now, thanks so much for watching and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon for more, and see you in the next video.